Hello MPL fans! We are now halfway through the regular season of MPL Philippines Season 16 and here's everything that you need to know.
Aurora Gaming laid down a masterclass versus AP Bren, a 2-0 sweep so commanding it left the Hive gasping. They controlled every objective, every team fight. Yue exploded, pulling off his first career savage on Kimi. 5 straight kills before finally falling, a highlight that shakes up the league.
Peace dito sa laban nito. Isa na lang ang inaantay. Kailangan mabuhat ng kauna-una ang Savage. Dito sa Season 16 ay mapupunta kay Yue at game number 1 para sa Aurora.
Meanwhile, ONIC PH reinserted Ryota and they didn't just win. They swept Smart Omega with brutal efficiency. Game 1, King Kong on Lancelot turned duels into executions. Game 2, shorter still, Omega never really in the fight. ONIC reasserted themselves.
When Haji at inaantay at tinititigan na lang ng Super Family natapusin ang laban na ito. 2-0 sweep para sa Super Fam.
TNC Pro Team pulled off a gutsy reverse sweep versus Twisted Minds PH. They dropped Game 1 hard but came rolling back. Benicuti's 13 kills, Lance's steady. Zyda's redemption arc capped it off in Game 3. Flawless, dominating.
At dire-diretso na ang pagmarcha ng Phoenix Army kasama pa ang Lord para tapusin ang seryeng ito.
Completing the reverse sweep. It's going to be TNC Pro Team getting the match point.
Aurora extended their win streak to 6 straight. Smart Omega pushed back, but Aurora held firm. Dominic and Edward carving lanes. Yue wobbling early but rebounding when it mattered most.
Mamamatay na tapusin na nga na at ang Aurora ito at tagumpay ang Northern Lights na kunin ang seryeng ito. 6 na panalo, sunod-sunod para sa Aurora.
Team Liquid PH and Team Falcons PH, a 3-game slugfest. Liquid edged out Falcons in a wild series. Cartesi, Oheb, Sanford. They all had moments. Liquid now rolling, Falcons still hunting consistency.
Okay, na-activate na rin dito. Yan, it'll be with the final. That is going to be the final clash na nga yata para dito sa game number 3 natin. As the Cavalry sets her side, stops her way. Laban sa Team Falcons.
The first half closed with fireworks. ONIC PH edged past TNC Pro in a tense 2-1 thriller. Game 3, Clinical ONIC. Keller's Granger carving paths, map dominance sealed early.
Natapusin ng Super Fam ang reunion na to. Sa reunion at pagkikitang muli. That's it. Ang mananaig ay ang bonding ng pamilya mula sa ONIC PH.
And Team Liquid PH, they made it look easy versus AP Bren. A sweeping 2-0 to cap off the day in style. Sanji grabbed the Savage in Game 1. AP Bren couldn't get a footing. Liquid closes the first half strong.
Nakabisal araw at tatapusin na ng Team Liquid Philippines ang laban na ito.
At the very top, Aurora Gaming is untouchable. 6 straight wins. They're not just leading, they're setting the pace for the entire league. ONIC Philippines are finding their rhythm too. 2 wins in a row, and the defending world champs look like they're finally locking in. Right behind them, defending MPLPH champions Team Liquid PH is red hot with 4 straight victories. Cartesi and company are surging, and their momentum is scary. Meanwhile, things are rough at the bottom. Smart Omega and AP Bren both stumbled hard this week, dropping back-to-back matches. They're slipping down the table at the worst possible time. And Team Falcons PH, heartbreak continued as they took 6 losses in a row. The mid-pack is still wide open, but the story is clear. Aurora is flying high, Liquid and ONIC are charging up, and the rest are scrambling to keep pace. The playoff race is heating up, and the pressure's only getting heavier. And now, the spotlight shines on our player of the week. None other than Cartesi of Team Liquid PH. The stats off the charts. a deadly 13,528 KDA, a blistering 776 gold per minute, and listen to this, 2,450 damage per minute, tearing through front lines like they were nothing. But it's not just raw numbers. Carltese was everywhere with an outstanding 87% kill participation. If there was a fight, he was in the middle of it, dictating the pace, setting up his squad. Cartese's impact was bigger than the awards. He was the engine that powered Liquid's momentum, the anchor in clutch moments, and the fire starter every time the team needed a spark. This wasn't just a strong week, this was a reminder. Carltese is still one of the most dangerous junglers in the game. Alright, we've seen the highlights on stage, but off stage, that's where the players really let loose. Half analysis, half comedy show. Someone's breaking down rotations 1 second, then laughing about how they accidentally stole a lord the next. Here's how everything broke down inside MPL.
Yung, basta denive nyo na lang yung doon, no? Ano lang naging comms nyo doon?
Akin. Sabi ba akin?
Oo.
Basic doming na. Sabi ako, sabi ko. Sabi doming sabi. Doming na. Sabi. Ano sabi sa akin? Sabi ko akin namin. Sabi ko. Sigurado.
I think they might have given so many heroes na over. That would be it. Possibly, pinrakas uy, ano eh, ulo eh, ang harap mo talaga eh. Diba pagtanong, hindi ka nagsasalita siya. Okay, sorry. So, that could be it. Or siguro nagawan lang talaga ng paraan ng mga players considering na ayun, maganda yung execution nila. I think malaking factor din yung sali ni Noe, ni Ryota kasi winning lane yun eh, yung Esme. Mas nagawa niya ng paraan. Nagawa nila ng paraan. So, yeah, overall good jobs.
We start with Smart Omega versus TNC Pro Team, both chasing better play of footing. Omega stole the first one, but TNC has momentum now. Are they still the shaky week 1 squad, or the gritty comeback kings we saw in that reverse sweep? Next, Team Falcons PH versus Aurora Gaming. Falcons are desperate. 6 straight losses, the skid is brutal. But Aurora? They've got revenge on their mind. Falcons handed them their only loss back in week 1. Aurora is undefeated since. This is redemption versus redemption. Then it's AP Bren versus Smart Omega. 2 MPL staples clashing for pride and survival. AP Bren has yet to taste victory this season. Omega's slipping fast. One team snaps the slump, the other sinks deeper. Who holds on? Twisted Minds versus Falcons PH is another test. Twisted Minds came out hot early but cooled off, just 1 win in their last 4. Falcons give them the chance to rebuild confidence. Or maybe, finally, the Falcons punch back. The headliner? Team Liquid PH versus ONIC Philippines. Champions collide. The M6 winners versus the MSC 2025 Kings. Last time, ONIC flattened Liquid 2-0. But now, Liquid's riding a 4-match streak. Carltese and Oheb versus Kelra and King Kong. This is a must-watch MPL action. The weekend rolls on with Twisted Minds versus AP Bren. Their first clash was razor thin, a 2-1 squeaker for Twisted Minds. This time, will the Minds make it decisive, or can James Spanks and AP Bren flip the script? Finally, Team Liquid PH versus TNC Pro Team closes the week. Liquid already beat them once. But this is a new TNC, sharper, more confident. It's old friends turned rivals. It's identity versus resurgence. And it could be a playoff preview in disguise. 7 matches, rivalries, redemption arcs, and standings on the line. Week 5 might just be the turning point of the season.
And that's it for this week. Don't forget to follow us on our social media sites. This is Elex, and I'll see you again next time. Bye-bye!